Caravan insurance might not be a legal requirement, but it's important to make sure you're covered in case of theft, fire or accidents on the road, in storage or on a campsite. In this video, we'll guide you through the life cycle of a specialist caravan insurance policy and share some of our top tips when insuring your pride and joy. Hi, I'm Liz from Caravan Guard Insurance. As providers of specialist caravan insurance, we want to help you understand some of the terminology, guide you through insuring your caravan, making any changes, and what to do if you have to make a claim. So let's go and talk to Steph, our Claims Liaison Manager, and start by asking her what you need to know when insuring your caravan.
When you're looking for insurance for your caravan, it's important that you look for specialist caravan insurers. You should also check with your car insurance that it covers you for towing your caravan. When you're getting a quote for your caravan insurance, they'll need to know things like the make and model of your caravan, the berth, whether it's a single or a twin axle, and the VIN number. You'll need to know the value of your caravan and equipment to make sure that you're not paying too much, or worse still, that you've underinsured your caravan and equipment. Most caravan insurers will ask you to fit some type of security to the caravan, so it's important to know which security devices you plan to use. You'll also need to know the postcode of where you want to store your caravan and the security that's there. So for example, if you're using a storage site, does it have any CCTV, locked gates, any perimeter fencing? And if it's stored at home on your driveway, do you have a locked gate or security post? If you've got experience of towing caravans or driving large vehicles, let your insurer know because this may attract a discount. Once you've got your quotes for your cover, ensure you check the policy conditions to make sure that you've got the cover that you need. For example, that you've got European cover if you plan to go to Europe. It's a good idea to check out customer reviews on places like Trustpilot and Smart Money People. You can also talk to your caravanning friends to see who they insure with and if they've had good claims experience. There are a number of ways that you can reduce your caravan insurance premium, things like increasing your excess, double checking the value of your caravan and checking any safety or security devices. Adding security and safety devices can attract insurance discounts to your policy, as well as storing your caravan in a COSOA rated storage site. Don't include cover that you're not going to need for things like European cover. The most important thing is ensuring that you've got the right cover and making sure that you answer the questions honestly.
So fit as many safety and security devices as possible for added peace of mind. And not only will this make your caravan more difficult to steal and easier to tow, but you could also benefit from insurance discounts. Just make sure you always use the security devices that you've listed when leaving your caravan unattended. Sometimes insurance terminology can be tricky to understand, so let's go through some of the policy wordings and conditions of cover.
When you're getting quotes for your caravan insurance, you'll likely be asked about your equipment and your personal possessions. So your equipment is things like awnings, gas and water bottles, security devices, motor movers. These things can really add up, so it's a good idea to make a list of things and to make sure you've got the value right when you're getting your insurance. Personal possessions are things like clothing, toiletries and towels. This is a separate section and is often much less than your caravanning equipment. Usually there are two different types of policies that you can get for your caravan: new for old and market value. New for old cover is where we ask you to insure the caravan for the cost of a brand new replacement. In the event of a claim where it's not repairable, you'd get a brand new replacement. On a market value policy, you're asked to insure for the current value of the caravan, and then in the event of a claim where it's not repairable, you'd receive a settlement based upon the caravan's current value at the time of the claim. And at Caravan Guard, you can have new for old cover on a caravan up to 15 years old. Like with many insurers, there are some things that you will not be covered for. There are also some policy conditions to read in your policy wording. Policy conditions are things like security devices, so making sure that you fit the security devices that are listed on your policy schedule, and keeping the caravan at the storage location that you specified on your policy. Finally, it's your responsibility to keep your caravan in a good state of repair, so it's a good idea to have it serviced every year. If you've got a tracking device on your caravan and specified on your insurance policy, make sure you renew the subscription to ensure that the tracker remains active.
Make sure you have the right amount of cover for your equipment so you're not underinsured. Remember, the cost of all your caravanning equipment can quickly add up, so it's a good idea to make a list of all your equipment and then calculate the cost, and this will make sure that you've got the right sums insured in case you do need to make a claim. But what if something changes? What kind of changes do you need to tell your insurer about?
During the course of the policy, there are often things that change. For example, having new equipment fitted or buying new equipment such as awnings or axle locks. This can change your sum insured, or it may also attract an insurance discount. It's really important to let your insurer know about changes to the storage location, or if you move home, even if you don't store your caravan there. If the security on your caravan changes, or the security at the storage location, you should let your insurer know about that too. There'll generally be an admin fee if you need to make a change to your policy, but it's best to let the insurer know so that everything's accurate if you need to make a claim. At renewal, it's good to review all the information on your insurance documents, particularly your sum insured. If you're on new for old cover, make sure you check for inflation and current manufacturer prices to ensure that you've got enough should you need a replacement or an equivalent model in the event of a claim.
Keeping your policy up to date and making sure the sums insured is correct is really important if you need to make a claim. So let's find out what the most common caravan insurance claims are.
At Caravan Guard, our top two caravan insurance claims are accidental damage and storm damage. Accidental damage is things like reversing mishaps, going down narrow lanes or having bumps in campsites. And storm damage often includes damage to awnings caused by high winds and damage to skylights and roof furniture on caravans. To avoid accidental damage claims, you can be aware of your surroundings when manoeuvring. Reversing aids can help when manoeuvring and using a motor mover when caravanning solo. Before every trip, make sure that your caravan's hitched up correctly, and when you're in storage or on a caravan site, ensure you use your handbrake. You can also use a caravan-specific sat-nav to help you avoid narrow roads and make sure the route is suitable for your caravan. Some storm damage is mostly unavoidable, but you can do things like taking your awning down if bad weather's forecast and closing up windows and skylights.
Always check your surroundings before pitching up or parking. Take down your awnings before stormy weather hits, and when hitching up, complete the wind back test, which will pull up the back of your tow car and confirm that your caravan is securely hitched up. But what happens if you do cause damage and you have to make a caravan claim?
If you've damaged your caravan and you think you need to make a claim, the most important thing is making sure that you and anybody that's travelling with you is safe. Then you should take photos of any damage that you can see or do any temporary repairs to prevent any further damage. We know damage in your caravan can be traumatic. We've got a team of specially trained claims handlers who will help to guide you through the process. They'll ask for things like your policy number, when the claim happened and what exactly happened. Our underwriter also has an online claim portal, so if you'd prefer or your claim's non-urgent, you can register your claim online. You can also get updates about your claim online as well. Once you've spoken to our specialist team and registered your claim, you'll get a claim reference number. They'll often ask you to send in photos or an estimate for the damage. They may also send a loss adjuster out to have a look at the damage and assess your claim. Once they've got all the information, they'll check the claim against the policy cover to validate the claim and pay out any settlements.
Take photos of your caravanning equipment and keep receipts at home so in the event of a total loss claim, you can provide accurate information to your insurance provider. So there you go. We hope you found this caravan insurance guide useful, what to expect when insuring your caravan and when to contact your insurance provider for help. For more caravanning and towing tips and to find out more about our highly rated, award-winning caravan insurance cover, why not head on over to the Caravan Guard website or give our friendly team a call for a quote. Thanks for watching and take care.